Today's restaurant recipe, pho noodle soup, veganized. Welcome to the Vegas Vegan. My name is Kristina. I take restaurant recipes and I veganize them. Soup that warms your soul. Healthy recipes to start the year off right. This is the easiest way to make pho. Tofu pho soup. You don't want to miss this air fryer tofu recipe. It's all part of the series, What I Eat in a Day Vegan Healthy. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's go. Ooh-wee. So I've just cut up my vegetables. I've got all my favorites in here. Some cilantro, bean sprouts, red cabbage, carrots, mushroom, lime, and jalapeno. So once you've chopped up all your favorite ingredients, the rest is easy. Now I'm going to get started on my tofu, and I'm going to make it in an air fryer. Let's begin this air fryer tofu recipe by cutting our drained tofu into 1/4 inch slices so they're pretty thick. Then I'm going to put them in my air fryer. Now I'm doing this as opposed to pan frying the tofu because tofu is very fragile. I don't want them to break, and for that same reason I'm just going to add all my seasons right here in this air fryer basket. So I'm adding some onion powder, some fresh ginger, black pepper, and then I'm gonna hit that with a little chickenless spice rub. You need a little sweet in pho soup, and then I'm adding a little bit of heat here, kicking it up a notch with my paprika. Then I'm gonna take my liquid aminos, about 1/4 cup, and I'm going to put this into a bowl and mix into this some liquid smoke. You got it, because this pho is meatless, so we need it to have a really strong base, something with oomph. Just gonna come behind that with a little bit of vegan broth. And now I'm just gonna brush a little bit on over the top so my tofu doesn't burn. 380 degrees for about 10 minutes and perfect. It is done, and look at all the calories you've saved versus pan frying. Now for the pho broth recipe. First, I'm using low sodium vegetable broth, and I'm using a couple of them. Then the reserve liquid that I used for my air fryer tofu, I'm adding to the broth. Then I'm adding some fresh ground ginger powder, some onion powder, the chickenless sweet spice rub, and some fresh ground pepper. Then I'm gonna add our Chinese 5 spice. And then I'm gonna add some really fresh squeezed lime juice into this broth. It's gonna make it so fragrant. Now, a lot of people put star anise and pepper and cloves and roast it in a pan. I didn't do that. I'm just using the powder forms of the Chinese 5 spice. It's quick and easy. I'm just gonna bring that to a boil. Then once it's boiled, add in my brown rice noodles, take it off the heat, let it simmer for 7 minutes, and then it's done. Now I'm gonna start creating my fun food art. And with these pho bowls, you can make them to your liking. So you can use all the vegetables that you like, you can go overboard like I am for this video, or you can keep it simple. I just love simple vegan recipes. But I'm adding my limes and my jalapenos. Now the jalapenos are gonna give this dish its heat, so don't take them out. Leave them in and they'll continue to heat the soup as you're eating it. So I'm just adding some more pepper and some sesame seeds. And now, very carefully, I'm going to take and place my air fried tofu. And I'm gonna add that to the pho. And look, be careful that they don't break, and they haven't. Now it's time to add your noodles, and then add your broth. And there you have it. Pho noodle soup veganized. And it looks just like it does when it comes straight out of the restaurant window, right off the hotline. And you can serve it with your liquid aminos and your sriracha for an extra little pop of wow. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I know I do. It's delicious, it's healthy, it's plant-based.
Wow. That's delicious. The liquid aminos I always use instead of soy sauce. It's way lower in sodium and healthier for you. If you need a little more heat, there's always the sriracha. It just feels like this soup is healing my soul. There's no other way to explain it.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's go.
And I'll see you next time on the Vegas Vegan. Bye!